I'd like you to spend a little bit of time reading this article and then make a comment, please. For those of you who don't have a microphone on your computer, you can key in using your keyboard. Go ahead and type in a comment, that's fine. I also see on there that you can use your telephone, you can use all different kinds of, or webcam, whatever you want to do to make a comment, but somehow communicate to us you're thinking about this article.
In this Edutopia article, Disrupting Class, the authors present a picture of education in which online learning is a disruptive innovation, one that fills a need when the alternative is nothing at all. This idea of disruptive innovation really piqued my interest, so I got a hold of the book and found that the ideas that interested me were explained in greater detail, and the ideas that set off alarm bells, like the changing role of the teacher, were not as alarming when presented in the context of change over time. In the book, the authors credit education for doing an admirable job of adjusting to the changing role of public schooling and likened it to being able to rebuild an airplane in mid-flight. But in order to effect real education reform, the authors contend that we need to transition from a standardized, one-size-fits-none approach to modularization, in which learning is individualized to meet all student needs and learning styles. Online learning is the key to modularization and is predicted to reach a critical point in 2014 when online courses are predicted to have a 25% market share in high schools. Once that happens, this innovative disruption will quickly grow to the point that it becomes the norm rather than the exception. Just as online learning disrupts the monolithic approach, the changing role of the teacher disrupts the tutoring model of teaching. Where only a small percentage of the population nowadays is able to engage a personal tutor, more and more students will be able to benefit from individual attention. In this model of innovative disruption, the role of the teacher becomes much like that of teachers in the one-room schoolhouse. The big challenge presented in the book is to try to fit these changes into the no child left behind standardization that schools are forced to function in. I see disruptive innovation as a tremendous opportunity, and according to the model, it's not something that will happen overnight. I think the key will be whether or not the educational system will be allowed to move away from standardization and toward modularization.